like we get so used to counting in groups of 10 that we forget there were once a lot of alternatives to the decimal system.
I want you guys to know that I love alternate base systems. I talk about them way too much. And in fact, when I was doing my webcomic Fatebound, one of the original plans was that the world of Fatebound was going to use a base-8 numerical system. And so everything would be done in base-8 numbers. And that was the plan. That was what I was going to do, but I wasn't going to say that. See, I was just going to do it, count the years and ages and have everything kind of worked out in such a way that it all operated on base-8, but never tell anybody explicitly that that's what I was doing, because what Fatebound was the literature of a fictional world. It wasn't a story like Lord of the Rings or whatever, where it's very sequential. It was the literature of that world. And so like the literature of the world would assume that people know how the numbering system works because everyone uses that system. And so the stories weren't going to explicitly say that, but I wanted to see how long it would take people to pick up on it. And my wife actually convinced me not to do that. There's a number of things that she convinces me, like, hey, you're making the stuff you're working on too inaccessible. Don't do this one step or something. And that was one of them, was that the webcomic does not use base-8 in its final form, although that was something I was originally planning on doing.